Yesterday was my birthday, so here is a huge book haul. Before I start, let me just quickly say I'm so incredibly grateful. I have so much love surrounded by me from friends and family, and I'm so happy that I get to share this with all of you guys. Okay, without further ado, let's just get straight into it and go for my favorite gift. I only have one favorite, and of course it's from my parents, but I'm so happy about this. And this is can you guys guess already? The Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy in the UK covers. I'm obsessed and I'm totally in love with these covers. Like, let me give you guys a close-up for all of these. I think I might die. Like, I don't know which one is my favorite. I'm obsessed with them. I love them so much. This was like the #1 thing I wanted. Like, just all the details on these covers and the American. So I don't even own all the books. I only own the first book, even though I've read them all. I'm just obsessed. Like, even the back of the covers are just so beautiful to me. Like, I am literally in love. And I know it might sound silly and a little bit excessive to really want the UK covers because, like, in reality, I could just walk into any store and get the American covers. They're just perfect to me, and this was a huge wish for me. And on my birthday, I definitely want something special, and to me, this is something special. Okay, so I guess continuing with the romanticy theme, I have Caraval. So this is by the same author as the previous series. People actually say read Caraval first, but I didn't. So I haven't read this yet. I'm really excited to read it. I honestly don't know what it's about, but the main reason I wanted it is because I love those books and I loved the author. I am very excited to read this. I really have been wanting to for a while, longer than I've been wanting to read that series. But yeah, I'm very excited to read this. Next, I have The Rose Garden. The Rose Bargain. I'm very excited for this, and again with the beautiful covers, especially like look at that. This is literally beautiful. I'm just so excited. I heard that it's a great romance and it's just so beautiful and elegant, and I heard some really good things about the FMC. Her name's Ivy. So yeah, and if I'm being so honest, guys, a lot of these books I don't know a lot about them. I did ask for all of these, but some of them I wasn't 100% sure what they were about, but I just heard really good reviews. But I've heard this book compared to Once Upon a Broken Heart, which is my favorite fantasy book, so I'm very excited. And then lastly, I have Wings of Starlight. This is by Disney. Well, actually it's by Allison Saft, but it's through Disney, and this is based off the Tinkerbell Pixie Disney movies, which a lot of you guys probably watched in your childhood. And I honestly don't know much about the whole story and love and relationship, but I'm very excited. And even on the back there's some beautiful cover art. I'm just very excited to read this. I heard that it's very fun and whimsical and exciting, but I'm a little bit scared because I kind of got a spoiler from one of my friends who loves the movies that it was a bad ending. So let's hope and pray that there's a happy ending. There's also a second book, so I hope I like it. Now, just for plain romance. First, this is Postcards from Summer. I actually really wanted this, so I'm very happy that one of my best friends got it for me, and I'm very excited to read this. I heard this has gotten compared to Love and Gelato, so I'm very excited because Love and Gelato is one of my favorite books. Next is The Friend Zone. I've been currently trying to collect all the Abby Jimenez books, and although I still need a few more, I'm very excited to get these, especially because this is the OG cover. So yeah, this book is literally so underrated. I think everyone should get it. Guys, but this book is so sad, so yeah, but I love this book. It's honestly, like, I know at the time when it came out, it was very popular, but now I just feel like it's not talked about anymore because she has so many other great newer books. But if you like Abby Jimenez and you haven't read this, what are you waiting for? Get it now. Also, currently, she's doing like a whole like rebranding kind of for her older books. So that's this book, The Happily Ever Playlist, or The Happily Ever After The Happily Ever After playlist, and then Life's Too Short, which is my favorite one. So those all are getting new covers like this at Target, which means you can go get them right now. That sounded like an ad. This is not an ad. I just love her. Then I have See You Yesterday. This is by the same author as Today, Tonight, Tomorrow, which I've heard really good things about that book, so I'm excited to read this. Yeah, it has a little bit of some magical realism. It's kind of like the book The Do-Over. Next is First and Forever. Look how pretty these sprayed edges are, and this is by the Queen Lynn Painter, and I just love all her books. I'm very excited for this. I've heard really good things about the MMC. Then I have The Masterpiece. This is such a good book. I'm pretty sure this was in my top 10 5-star book recommendations video, but this is just a Christian romance book. Again, I try my best not to talk too much about Christianity on this page because I don't want anyone to feel like they have to be a Christian to watch these videos. But if you are a Christian, I definitely recommend it. It's so good, and I've already reread it twice, and I want to reread it for the third time. But I'm actually trying to stop rereading books like just currently, because I want to get through all my TBR, because I want to reread this. I want to reread all of Abby Jimenez, and I want to reread all of Boys of Tommen too. So yeah. Speaking of Boys of Tommen, my good friend Leah, she got me this Releasing 10. But it's the sprayed edges, so it says Hugh and Lizzie. Those are the main characters. I'm very excited for this. I already own this book though, so I'm not sure what I want to do. I definitely want to display it, but I don't know if I want to just put it on this side or get rid of my old one. So let me know what you guys would do, but just look how beautiful these sprayed edges are. I know it's backwards in the camera, but next I have Love and Other Words. I'm so happy. I feel so spoiled because these are like all the books on my Fable TBR, and now I'm just getting all of them. What? But yeah, super excited for this, and like heard such good things about Christina Lauren. Normal People, I think my sister read this or at least watched the show, but I'm very excited to read this. It's in third person, which I've actually grown to love because a lot of Nicholas Sparks books are, and I love him. But yeah, I'm very excited to read this. I've heard it get compared to Binding 13 or Boys of Tommen, which I don't know, is a little bit of a they say that, but it's not actually. But it takes place in Ireland, so who knows. But I'm very excited for this, and if I like it, maybe I'll watch the show. And then last romance book is Ancient History Between Us. I've been wanting this book for so long. It takes place in an Italian villa. That's so cool. And guys, I honestly didn't know what this book is about, and I just read it, and I'm even more excited. It's a second chance romance between Cami and West, and then they haven't spoken since their first kiss, which was of course a disaster. And after she gets rejected from her dream school, she now has to join her archaeologist mom in Italy for the summer, but she's secretly looking for her biological dad. Mamma Mia, Love and Gelato basically, or Love and Olives maybe. Second chance romance, which is one of my favorite, arguably the best. Okay guys, I'm actually so sorry. I just got a notification that I lost all my storage, or that my storage was full. So yeah, okay. But anyway, love this book. Now time for thrillers, mysteries. Sorry guys, I like to spend 30 minutes getting rid of things. So yeah, okay. First is Want to Know a Secret. This is by Frida McFadden. I've read The Housemaid and The Inmate by her, and I started The Perfect Son by DNF'd, but I'm very excited for this one. The cool thing about this is that she's an influencer and she's a baker, and I just think that those are very fun topics to not only read about, but just see in shows and anything like that. But I'm a little bit scared because like thriller, cooking, like I'm sure you can imagine what I'm imagining. A little scary, but very excited to read this, and the friend that got me this knows me very well because I've been wanting to get back into thrillers. And I have The Reappearance of Rachel Price. This is by Holly Jackson, so she's the same author as The Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, and also I read Killjoy and 5 Survive, which I really liked by her, so I'm very excited for this. I haven't read one of her books since I read 5 Survive like a little over a year ago, so honestly I'm very excited to read her, and I haven't read like a very good YA mystery in a while, but I know I can count on her to have a good one, so I'm very excited. Then I have 2 books. This is from the smaller, I think she's an indie author. What is the definition of an indie author? If that means like self-published smaller author, then she is, or at least published through Amazon. This is Finley Myers. She wrote Greek Row, which is one of my favorite murder mysteries. It's a murder mystery story, but the cool thing about it, or the thing I liked about it, is that the main character, she's in a sorority. It's also double timeline and multiple POVs. I think maybe 3 POVs. I got Christmas on Greek Row, a short story thriller. So this is basically a novella. I'm very excited for this. It's about the main character from Greek Row. Her boyfriend and one of her sorority sisters vanish. So I'm very excited for this one. I'm definitely going to obviously wait till Christmas to read it, but it seems very short, so hopefully it'll be a good read. And like by the end of the year, I'm usually cramming a lot of books to like hopefully reach my reading goal. So yeah, it's 139. I just got a spoiler. Okay, anyway, it's super thin and I'm very excited to read it. And also like look at the chapter headings. They have little snowflakes, which I think is so fun. Also check out my nails. I love them. My auntie did them for my birthday and I'm literally obsessed. And then also by her, I got Save Our Sins, or SOS, and I'm very excited for this one. Like, I'm so excited. I love her writing. She's such a good author. So this is just about, again, girls in a sorority. Basically, there's a serial murderer on their university, but then they end up going on a spring break trip to escape it, obviously, and like have a fun thing, you know, to get rid of all the stress and trauma. It follows them with them. So I'm very excited to read this. This is more of a summer one, so I'm maybe hoping I can read it this summer. Last book, I wasn't sure what category to put in, but that is Daisy Jones and the Six. I love this book. This book is so good. This book follows a band. Started out as just the Six, and then an up-and-coming singer and songwriter, Daisy Jones, joined it. So it's actually told, I think maybe a decade to probably a few decades after the band is already broken up, but it's told like this, so you can kind of see it's through interviews, which is really cool. And then the show was really good. It was one of my favorite book adaptations I've ever seen, probably besides like To All the Boys I Loved Before or Little Woman or something. But I really liked it. I found it very accurate. The only big change they really did is then they kind of just cut out one of the other band members, but I guess he wasn't really that important. Like, I didn't really care. No hate to him, but it's just very, very fun. It's very a messy, toxic book. Like, the characters, a lot of the characters, or at least the main ones, are very unlikable. I know Daisy Jones, the main character, some people like really love her and root for her. I personally didn't like her. I thought she was very toxic, but that doesn't mean I didn't like reading about it. This is a lot of the drama. So if you like drama, I definitely think that you'll like this one. I really want to read Magnolia Parks too, because I heard it's very drama-esque and I really liked it in this book. But yeah, I definitely recommend you watch the show, or at least read the book. And it's so fun, and it's definitely a very quick read because of the way that it's told. The show's also told as a documentary, which I think is a very, very fun. So yeah, let me just show you guys a few other things I got. Well, one other thing I got that's a little bit bookish, so yeah. This is only gonna really make sense if you like Boys of Tommen, which is the Binding 13 series. I got this jersey from Amazon. Comment below and I'll send you the link. It's so cute. It says Tommen, and then in the back it's customizable, so you can say whatever, well, not whatever you want, but it gives you last names for the different boys. Biggs number 10 is releasing 10, the book about Huey and Lizzie, and his real name is Huey Biggs. So this is his last name, but they had one for Johnny Kavanagh, Gibbsy, Feely. They actually didn't have one for Joey, which is a little bit odd, but at least they had the one I love, Biggs. I'm so excited to wear this. It fits me perfectly, and I'm literally obsessed with it. It's so cute, and I literally love it. Like, perfect. Oh my gosh. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know I didn't post too much about my birthday here on BookTube, but I did on my TikTok, so I just want to thank you guys all for, one, supporting me for so long, but two, just for all the birthday wishes. It means so much to me that I have this big community on here that can support me and wish me well and stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys liked any of these books. I'm very excited to try them. Okay, bye y'all.